I knew Mr. Logan all of my childhood. He was born in 1892 in Upper Muscatawbet. I always knew him as Colonel Logan, but he was always called Mr. Logan. Mr. Logan and my father were good friends. My mother and father ran the post office, and he would come on a winter's day to get his mail with snowshoes, parka, and enough provisions that if he had to stay overnight, he had the provisions to do so, just in case the storm was too bad. I do know that he was in the First World War as an aviator, and I believe one of the first aviators in the war. He was also very interested in photography. After the war is when he became a Dominion land surveyor, and he traveled all over the world and came back to Lake Charlotte primarily because of the prospects of gold in the area. As far as working with him, I never had the opportunity. He left Lake Charlotte when I was about 15 years old. But as a teenager, he and I would talk, and he, I guess, was pleased enough with my character to give me his surveying instruments, some textbooks. In 1919, he received his commission as a Dominion land surveyor, and part of that commission is being issued a tape standard, which is right here. He gave it to me in 1966, which is quite an honor. Mr. Logan left Lake Charlotte in the very early 60s and moved to Duluth, Minnesota, and he stayed in Duluth, Minnesota until his death in 1996 at the age of 104. Was a fascinating man. I regret really that I was not old enough to really understand him and to sit down and have great conversations. But he was a great man, and he was quite pleased that I took up land surveying, and I think he feels somewhat responsible for me leading in that direction.